All right, it's January 23rd, 2012. This is Reality Supreme Being, also known as HRM Cesar St. Augustine de Buonaparte, presidential candidate, who has challenged all candidates to debate on Valentine's Day. And I'm not talking about just the unknowns, I'm talking about all of them. You heard my other two previous videos from yesterday. There were 10 people that looked at it. I'm sure some of them probably were connected to the White House because now they're listening to me, see? But they're listening to me secretly and anonymously, which means that verifies. See, when I talk ranting and raving, people don't want to listen to me. And I'm criticizing people and damning them and all that kind of stuff. So they turn me off right away. But see, that proves that they are in fact monitoring me and stealing stuff from me. Because why would 10 people all of a sudden, usually it takes me to get 10 people to view any of my videos because I'm so obnoxious, it takes them usually a month for me to get 10 views or even 5 views. But all of a sudden yesterday I make this challenge and 10 people? No, that's not a coincidence. All right? Now, I've already talked about my oil tanker idea, which is mine. I've already talked about the water recycling system. Over the last 20 years, for me and my twin, who's older than me, all of everything that we've done together has really screwed with the government. As a matter of fact, that's probably why I'm still alive. They are frightened that there is an invisible element in the United States that's so powerful, so large, that they are afraid of a complete breakdown. And they are. They were afraid during the Bush administration because the department, the Senate on Ethics called me, claiming that a Mr. Zimmerman was talking to me, asking me about the next terrorist threat. Yada, 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 yada. It's all bullcrap. They take advantage of people and steal ideas from them. And so that's my point. My point is, with all that ranting and raving, if the media, even if the media uses it, that's really working against themselves because eventually it'll catch up to them too. For all of the neglect they caused on me, they should have been covering me 24/7 to find out, God, what's Caesar going to say next? He's so unpredictable. Well, that's what makes human life so miracle-ish. The fact that we're capable of unpredictability, the kind of unpredictability that computers aren't. Yesterday I talked about the health thing. I touched on that. I touched on 3 subjects. How I'm being killed, and I'm being murdered by indirectly by state, federal, and local authorities, as well as nosy neighbors and people, common folks who steal bicycles from me. See that bicycle behind me right there? That's my backup, because on Saturday, in front of the Goodwill on Owens Mouth, some kid stole my bicycle with 3 red paper boxes on the back of it. Evidently messed with the chain and stole it, and the police were absolutely of no help. You know what? It isn't about stolen bicycles. This is about human nature and about how I've already covered that 7,750 years of nothing but wars, death, and destruction. The first humans were painting stuff on French walls as far back as 28,000 years ago. But it took them just about 10,000 years to get to the point of the Code of Hammurabi and so on and so forth. But in this health issue, let me stay on track. On this health issue, people yell and scream, and this idiot puppet president, another puppet president, Bush was a puppet, Clinton was a puppet, for the rich people's interest around the world, Bilderberg Group, Trilateral Commission, all of these people. He talked about health care. I promise I'm going to give you health care. Yeah, right. And so did Mrs. Clinton when she was First Lady, and so did all these other presidents. You know what? The people of the United States, you all go to school. And when you're in science class, they teach you biology. And because you didn't pay attention or take an interest is why, one of the many, many reasons why you're in bad health care today. Okay? Now, I claim that I ground my teeth away because of the stress that your country caused on me. But in actual fact, that's exactly who's responsible for my illnesses or that are about to come to me. In the past, I went and was responsible. I took care of my teeth. I did all the stuff necessary. But during the last 9 years, the last 10 years being the worst, is over the last 20-year period, the last 10 years were the worst. My health is diminishing because of what I mentioned in yesterday's video. Once you have a stable place and you are well versed, you have a basic superficial understanding of what the human body really needs in sequential order, you're going to have a better chance at staying in health than you would bitching at the government because you're blaming them for your bad health care. You are responsible for your health care. And I love telling people that because they also come back and tell me, I don't have the time to do that. Isn't there just one pill I can take? And I said, after age 30, if you knew anything about the DNA and telomeres and what goes on in the human body, and you don't need to be a genius to know all this stuff, it's complicated. It takes you 24/7 to really eat the right combination of foods, the right combination of supplements if you need them, the right combination of vitamin supplements is what you look at last. Amino acid supplementation is what you really need to look at. But watch Dr. Perricone. Dr. Perricone's weight loss control program. He tells all of it in a 1-hour program. Go watch that. I'm not going to go into it because that's taking me off the subject. You people are responsible for your own health. And now you're bitching at the government because, and I'm sick, and this healthcare this, and this healthcare that. You know what? You have to know how your own body works before you can take steps to make sure that you stay healthy. But now here's where the government is fully to blame because they interfere in people's life paths. Let me repeat that. Life path. We're all born. We didn't ask to be born. We're all born, and then we are taught, sometimes over behavior modification stuff. It really messes with our heads. We get old enough, we're adults, we get on our own, we start formulating our own philosophy. But one thing most people don't formulate is the knowledge of how your body works. So after age 30, trust me, there is no easy way. Get that through your heads, all of you. Not just America, France, Germany, Italy, all of you. And to prove my point, go get a book called Henry Stevens. The Nazis had discovered a lot of stuff, and in one of the pages of Henry Stevens' book about suppressed inventions of the Nazi Reich, he talks about them attacking healthcare. They were looking at the healthcare of their soldiers so they could create an almost invincible, unstoppable soldier. And the CIA tried that years later after World War II in Search of the Manchurian Candidate, not to be confused with the movie, but the book. Anyway, the point I'm making is, I could do a seminar, and I told you before my life was scattered, destroyed, and scuttled by the city of Los Angeles, the county, and all these authority figures, doctors were sending their patients to me, where they were looking for advice on what to do about their health issues. Some of them had arthritis, some of them had some of them had very serious illnesses, even autism. I'd like to list them all, but I'm losing time here. It's already 8 minutes. So my life is a complicated issue in explaining and trying to help people. I need seminars every day to tell people. And they need to save every one of my seminars and paste it in a scrapbook and go back to refer to it. Because each one of us are special in the sense that depending on how we learn and what we learn, we're all presenting it in a different sequential order. Kind of like shuffling cards. Every time you shuffle cards, you're going to get up a different set. And that's exactly how the DNA works. That's exactly how the processing and how learning and teaching happens. So in this health issue again, you people are responsible. You did it to yourselves. But here's the bad part. When government institutes laws against people like me, you have interfered in my own health care. Yes, I have my own health care program. And most people are amazed at what I can do at my age and what my older counterpart can do at his older age that people similar to our ages cannot do anymore, okay? Because they're not 20 years old. Now, all of this is possible with all of you, but the problem here is that every time the cell divides, every 7 years, you lose telomeres and you lose information. This information is extremely vital, extremely important, and every time those telomeres cut off, you're losing probably 100 times over the works of Shakespeare written on all of those telomeres, all the information, which is an infinitesimal amount of information. So can you imagine what that's doing to your human body? So this is what, when I say the city of Los Angeles, the United States government, the state government of California, when I say that they are killing me by interfering in my life, I have proof to back it up. And the proof sits in the laps of every biologist, of every really, truly intelligent advisor to the president about health care. Because these people are really stupid. They can't formulate it the way I do. I had doctors sending patients to me. I don't have a doctorate. I don't have a degree in that. I don't have a degree in any of that. How did I learn all that? What did I do? Did I just wish it out of thin air? No. Let me tell you where it came from. It came from my body's ability to consume knowledge about DNA quickly out of a book. Let me tell you something. There was a guy, I'll compare myself to this autistic person, who could read a book, open it, and read one page with his right eye and one page with his left eye. Finish a book in one day or less. Turn the book upside down on his shelf, and if I walked up to that book and pulled out that upside down book and opened it, and I'd say, hey, buddy, read me page 162. And he'd reiterate every word on that page. See, these miracle capabilities, where he's deficient there with autism, he's surpassing and all this other stuff. I can't do that. I can't read a page with each eye. So, but I can absorb information that is phenomenal, and this is why I'm still alive. But the government tortures me. They tortures me by neglecting me, having seen my cars, trucks, boats, and motorhomes. I was calling the White House using numbers like 818-456, and they have 10,000 numbers. You just change and shuffle the last four digits, and you'll reach, hell, Carl Rowe's number originally before they changed it, because I kept calling his number and leaving my messages on there, my ranting and raves and intelligent quips. They changed it. His original number was 818-456-2020, like the show 2020. Another number coincided with the signing of the Constitution of the United States, which was done in 1797, 98. Anyway, somewhere in there, late 1700s, when they signed it, those are the same four digits of a White House office in the Oval Office. So here the Secret Service comes to me and they threaten me last year. We're going to put you in jail and fabricate what we need in order to put you in jail if you keep calling the White House personal numbers. Well, you can do that too. You 99%ers that are out there, you can call the White House numbers and bug them and fill their machine so much that you can screw them up. You see, I should be in charge because these people are all stupid. They are so dumb. I mean, if I sat in place of Obama on the day he did, after he did his stupid State of the Union, and I started telling people the sequential order of what the congressmen, senators, and representatives, even the military staff, have to do every day in order to keep the symmetry of their cellular biology intact, at least up to the point of the age they're at, because they can't reverse it. They come back 30 days from me, bowing to me, saying, oh, Jesus Christ, thank you, Caesar, so much for putting me on the right road. Oh, I'm doing what you said. I feel great. I feel wonderful. I had people walking to me, coming back to me from the doctors that sent patients to me. They were so gratified. They were so wonderful. But you know their problem? They reverted back to their old habits. Oh, I don't have time for this. I don't have time. You have to make time for that. So that's where I say you're responsible for your health. First, the government is responsible for taking you off your life path, setting up rules, regulations, vicious cycle laws, towing laws, all these things that interfere in your life. They don't have the capability to prioritize. Not at all. Sequential order priority is important in any government system. Ron Paul, Obama, Gingrich, all these people, they don't know the hell. They don't even know where to start. Because their brains don't multitask like mine. Like the guy who's autistic, who can read 2 pages. Like me, who can consume tons of information and go, yeah, well, this is what you need to do. And you need to do this, and this, and this, and this. And pretty soon I'm building a pyramid, a different pyramid, that is beneficial to everyone equally, rather than a pyramid that's like on the back of the dollar bill that breaks the backs of the poor people. Your minimum wage law is totally unfair.
It doesn't coincide with the actual scientific energy each person is expending every day. I call it labor work equity. A person deserves